Hello, welcome to my channel, Lux de, and today I wanted to share with you 3 fragrances that are absolutely feminine, brings me great joy, and are perfect for Halloween with sweetness. These just bring a smile to my face every time I use these scents. I think Halloween perfumes can either be like revolting, strange, like those black and orange wax wrapped candy kisses, or they can be classic, which are the fragrances I'm going to talk to you about today. Classic candies to me are like Mr. Goodbars, Nestle Crunch, and Kit Kats. Well, these 3 fragrances are like that to me. They're classic and will never go out of style. I hope you enjoy them. I will have 2 other videos. One will feature the most revolting scents I have ever smelled, and the other one will be pure joy and sweetness. I like to call those the Almond Joy of my fragrance collections, and of course those are my favorites. Let's begin today. The 3 fragrances begin with number 1. This one is an oh so sweet fragrance from Guerlain, and it is called Insolence, introduced in 2008. It smells like Parma candied violet candies, which are really tasty, not overly sweet. This was a feminine fragrance, and it was in my feminine fragrance video. This is ultra feminine, elegantly feminine, and feminine in the most sophisticated way possible. Iris and violet is popular now. When Guerlain introduced this fragrance, Insolence, I do not believe it was as popular back then. I don't know that, but I'm thinking that it was not. So Guerlain created something that is absolutely arresting. It's a beautiful purple juice in this beautiful bottle, and I did not realize this until I was told about it and read it on their website, that this is actually an upside down heart when you put it on the bottle, and I just think that's a nice extra touch to it. I think these bottles are very classic looking. I know people love the bee bottles, and I do as well, but these are just very classic in shape. There is a reason that this fragrance has been popular for so many years. The EDT actually has a good lasting power on me, and that is what I have. It is the EDT. I did want to order the EDP. That's generally what I will order when available. I did not see it available at that time, jumped on it and ordered the EDT. I was disappointed when I realized what I had done. However, I will say the EDT has a nice projection, soft but very, very nice. You can overspray certainly. Wonderful projection then, and it is long lasting. This is such a fabulous scent for bedtime because it does have that calming effect that I've spoken about before. It can also be your lovely signature scent. It is certainly worthy of that. This is sultry and sexy, but not in an overt way. She is much more demure type of sensual fragrance. This can be found for less than $100 for a 2.5 ounce or 75 milliliter bottle. This will be in my top 10 for life video, simply because it is a classic. I certainly would like to include some trendy scents or some scents that maybe are more currently classic or what is considered more popular, but to be honest, this one has to fit the list of classic. The next fragrance I have is, and I've had it for years, currently I do not have the bottle. In fact, I do not own the scent currently. I only have a sample of it. I have used 2 bottles in the past. Absolutely beautiful. And this number 2 is a fresh welcome never cloying signature scent worthy, and it is easily recognizable. It is the Chanel Coco Mademoiselle, which was introduced in 2001. This is like getting Kit Kats in your Halloween bucket, at least for me. It's welcome, it's joyful, it is a classic. Like it or not, you would be hard-pressed to find someone who didn't like this scent. Like it or not, you would be hard-pressed to find anyone who did not recognize this scent when you wore it. It is like a chic, classy, sophisticated lady. The lasting power is not as great as it has been in the past when I first purchased my bottle, but it is a beautiful scent, and I will always have it. I will be ordering the Extrait, the perfume. I've heard that that is being discontinued. Someone on YouTube mentioned that, and that is heartbreaking. I can't believe they would retire or eliminate any of the Coco Mademoiselles. They're just simply too classic. If you're looking for a signature scent and unsure of what to go for, you may want to get your nose on this. And it's pretty easy to find since it is in most major department stores. You can also sample it from their website. You can also buy travel decants of it. There's also Scent Split that you can sign up for and occasionally get 18% or 17% off of their sample decants. And you can choose a 2, 3, 4, and I believe 5 and up milliliter sample, which gives you a good way to try it. Oftentimes I found if I'm interested in a fragrance, like at one point Gabrielle Essence, my local Chanel counter did have samples, and she let me have one of the Gabrielle, which I love, and this one, which is the Coco Mademoiselle. It is fresh and citrus. It has a floral bouquet and a sexy dry down. And in that dry down, you get patchouli, a white musk, vanilla, vetiver, tonka bean, and I can't tell you, I smell the tonka bean strongly in that scent, but also opoponyx. I remember when my mother had a bottle of Chanel No. 5 on her dresser. We probably all have memories like that. But when I was very little, to me, it was the picture of elegance. It was something I wanted to touch so badly, but I had been warned not to. And I didn't. The bottle was elegant. And when I got older, my mother would let me spray one spray of it, and she always had it next to her jewelry box, which I was also told never to open, and I didn't. So to me, it signifies luxury as well, and that sophistication. When I was older, I did purchase a grown woman fragrance, is what I called it, which is this one, Coco Mademoiselle. And this will always be sexy, classic, and every single time it is complimented. It is the fragrance from Chanel that reminds me of the Chanel No. 5, the classic. When my mother would spray it on her, the last thing she would put on before we walked out the door, whether it was to a doctor's appointment, a dental appointment, or simply shopping, or maybe a Sunday afternoon drive, it was the last thing she always spritzed on. And I remember that, and to me, that's classic. For me, this is classic for me. Number 3, and this is one that has a lot of flankers, and that is simply because it is such a beautiful scent. This one is by Givenchy, and it's called L'Interdit. This is like the Hershey chocolate bar of the perfume world. You can get it with nuts or without. You can get it in different sizes. It's always a welcome treat, and you always look forward to it to make s'mores when you're camping or just in the cooler weather or by a fire pit. It's that type of classic. You love it when you see it. It may not always be your favorite, but for me, it is a favorite for me. This is also one that would make my list of the top 10 for life because it is just simply a beautiful creation. It was created by Dominique Robian, Anne Filippo, and Fanny Ball. This does not have chocolate in it. I mentioned Hershey's bars, so don't get it confused. It does not have chocolate in it. However, they did come out with an edition which is called the Rouge Ultime in the red bottle, and it does have cacao shells in it. I am so obsessed with L'Interdit that, yes, I have L'Interdit Tuberose Noir. Yes, it still has a lot in it. I'm not a super fan of that one. L'Interdit Burning Neroli. Absolutely fantastic, as you can tell by how much I've worn of it. And then my very favorite, L'Interdit Intense. In fact, I love it so much. This is a brand new full bottle. I just have a few sprays left in my last one, but that's not all. I have a new full bottle waiting for me when I'm able to get through this brand new bottle. And I also have the Ultime, the red with the cacao shells. And I do have Rouge as well. So that tells you the kind of love I have for this particular fragrance and all of its flankers. I don't necessarily, as I mentioned, love all of the flankers. Their latest edition, L'Interdit Absolu, I did a dedicated review on that, and you can watch it if you would like. The original is what I would keep in my collection if I had to choose just one. It would be difficult, but I would choose the original. Now that one is long-lasting. In fact, all of these have been long-lasting with excellent projection. Every single time I wear L'Interdit Original, I get compliments, and I do mean every single time I will get compliments. I've had 3 people comment on that fragrance so much that they even had me write the name down or show them a picture on my phone of the L'Interdit. I've had one compliment on the L'Interdit Intense with a sesame note. But the original is the one that seems to garner a lot of compliments in my case. The original is just delightful. The Rouge is enticing. The Ultime is interesting. The Intense with sesame is simply gripping and spellbinding and has a hold on my soul. The Intense Absolu, new this year, was simply not necessary in my opinion. It does have a tobacco note to it, and if you like that, then you might enjoy it. I really see no need to add it to my collection, but because I have favorites in the L'Interdit line, so many, that I added it, and I'm glad I did. They also have, what I like about this line, is they also have body lotion available too. And this is their Body Milk, which layers so well under any of their fragrances, any of the L'Interdit line. They have gift sets out this time of year, and these will make wonderful gifts for Christmas, Valentine's Day, birthdays, and also Mother's Day. If you ask me my choice, I would say always give the original first. No doubt in my mind would it be welcomed. That's my opinion. If you like tuberose, or that person you're gifting it to likes tuberose, then L'Interdit is a shoo-in for being welcomed. And if somebody likes something spicy, but they love the L'Interdit, and they have that one, for a little bit of spiciness, you could choose the Rouge, which is in the dark red bottle, and that's really popular, and it has the addition of ginger. The black bottle, the intense version, that is my favorite with lots of backups, is this one. It is called the Intense, and this one does have that sesame note in it, which I actually ordered this bottle twice from Nordstrom's, sent it back both times because I just could not get over the note of sesame, but it kept haunting me. It's one of those haunting fragrances, perfect for Halloween. And it is now in my collection, and as you see, I have a backup bottle too, and I think there's actually another backup bottle, but it's fabulous. So I hope you enjoyed this video of 3 Halloween classics, much like classic candies are. No, these are not candy scented, except for maybe the Insolence, which is like those violet Palmer candies, but they're all absolutely welcome, absolutely easy to wear, the original Lancerdi, and I think you will enjoy them and those around you will as well. So thank you for joining me this afternoon. Like and subscribe. Please make comments and let me know what you'd like to see in the future. I do have the Lancerdi video on the Absolute with a tobacco note. If you would like more details, please let me know. And like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you so much for joining me. Good afternoon. Bye.